I'd probably call it a heavy metal adventure. The adventure of going after what you love doing. And hopefully while we do that, we'll inspire some other people to do the same.
So we are in a alternative punk band together.
Yeah.
And we like the energy and hooks that sort of music has. So we thought we'd take that and try and apply it to the more heavy music that we both enjoy.
Yeah, and then we also decided to give it some lyrics that would be meaningful and relatable. And hopefully the lyrics will motivate people.
Like a rising tide, I am my own fate.
So as we got working on it, we gradually iterated onto a style that we like.
Once we'd refined that style, then we started looking for people to join us on this mission.
I saw the advertisement for a Bring to Bear vocalist, and actually after Ian sent me a few demos, they got me really excited about this. So I decided I'm gonna apply.
When Ian and Hristo contacted me and I heard the demos, it wasn't even like me thinking, damn, this is the kind of music I like. It just sounded so amazing that it became new music I liked. Having never been in a band though, I thought I had no chance passing the audition, but here I am.
Yeah. I like hitting things and accordion. What can I say?
Hi, I'm Richard Knight. I'm the new bassist for Bring to Bear. Been playing bass for about 7 years. I was originally in a grunge band called Black Juju. Went on to play for Imminent Annihilation and got as far as playing Bloodstock. I've been reached out to play bass. This could be fun.
Quite atypical for the melodic death metal genre, our songs are quite short. This was on purpose because we wanted them to be concise and energetic. But when we were writing them, there was a trade-off to be made between the songs being interesting enough and complex enough and having enough repetition in there so the songs felt like they were structured.
The idea we started with was to take some nice heavy driving guitar riffs and combine them with some accordion, but taking a more modern folk approach to the accordion. So we combine those two together in a way that creates a lot of power and momentum.
I come from a more death metal background, so my drumming tends to be a lot harder and a lot more brutal than regular folk metal drumming.
You should actually hear the difference between our original demos that we used to bait him into joining us and what they sound like with him. He's brought a much heavier dynamic to it and it's really nice. I enjoy a lot of symphonic metal, folk metal, folk accordion music, some classical stuff and film scores. Yeah.
I'm more of a grunge fan. That's kind of how I grew up with, like Nirvana and Soundgarden and Alice in Chains, and then the metal came a little bit later.
I like folk metal, death metal, thrash, traditional heavy metal, British, European stuff. That's about it.
For me, it's mostly melodic death stuff, I guess. In Flames, Darkest Hour, and I really like Dream Theater as well, and classical music too.
I like everything.
That's a good spot to cut it, like that's like halfway as a joke.
No, basically, yeah, I love most of the music. I love folk metal, I love Nightwish, and I love Frank Sinatra, so yeah, it's like plenty of different influences.
Visual art, I guess, photography and video stuff.
Wine, cheese, sleeping.
I'm a massive nerd, so when I don't play music, I'm playing games or like painting little miniatures or nerding out over cartoons.
I like to create art, so drawings and other graphic art stuff, and reading.
And basically, besides music, I actually like to learn. There's so many things I would like to know, and I'm just buying courses and not finishing them.
So the Shadow Ruse was actually the very first song that we started working on when we started Bring to Bear, and in a lot of ways it's ended up setting the sound of Bring to Bear overall. It started out being more of a punk song, but it soon was very clear to us that it had a much darker undertone that just had to be metal, and it actually sounds really great as a metal song anyway. It's a very powerful song. It starts by really trying to grab your attention, and then from there it moves into a really nice verse riff, and then it just goes into this really strong, powerful tremolo guitar picking section with the accordion. It's got a lot of energy, a lot of rawness about it.
It was a very good bait as well to join the band because the song was amazing from the beginning.
Yeah, it was one of the songs that we used to try and get other people to join us and become part of the band.
It was quite complex song to record, but basically we've all done our best, and actually we all absolutely love the song.
We think it's turned out really well. The process of recording it was quite a long one. There are quite a few layers to this song, but in the end we think it's come together very nicely. So the song is about the balance between light and dark and how they tend to play games in your mind. You might look at something and think it's good or it's bad, but ultimately that's a perception, because for someone if it's good, it might be bad for another person.
Yeah, and as well there is like many times you are thinking of yourself like as a bad person or something because you've done something you potentially didn't want it, or you overthink about it, and there is like a constant battle within every person. Even if you're gonna go deep inside into yourself and see all those dark things, you're gonna get through it and you can actually see the light.
It's like shadows playing games in your mind. It's these things that are difficult to distinguish one from the other at times, and it gets confusing, but ultimately it is all in balance.
So basically we are trying to vote on everything we're doing in a band, and we were actually voting at the songs, and we all agreed that it's gonna be a great choice as a first single, and it's gonna show people actually the spirit of a band and our sound.
So the criteria we used to determine which song was going to be the first one in the voting process was to make sure that it was a song we felt really captured what we're about as a band, and a song that had a strong introduction, started with a good bang, that would catch people's attention.